Greetings fellow gamers, it's the Lep here with another Echoes of Mana beginner guide. In this video, I'd like to talk a bit more about the playable characters in this game, your allies. As mentioned in the previous video, allies can be recruited by harvesting, aka summoning, occasionally by clearing certain story quests, and rarely from completing event missions. From the allies screen, you can view your full roster and can filter and sort this view to your liking. You can see that many of my allies are grayed out. This is because I have the units locked. I've locked my allies so I don't accidentally get rid of them. By clicking on one of the character's icons, it will bring you to their full information page. This will show you the character's picture, the memory gem they have equipped, their name, the option to lock the character, the ally's level, their stats, the strategy you have their AI set to, any gear they have equipped, plus an option to switch the view to see their skills. You can also see the elemental affinity, the weapon type, and their unleash level. On the left below their picture, you'll see a magnifier icon to view their full portrait, an audio icon to play their voice lines in Japanese, and a way to change the weapon skin they have equipped. Weapon skins are purely visual and do not impact stats. You can also use the left and right arrows to switch to the next ally in your roster. Beginner tip. The first thing I always do when I have an ally I know I want to keep is to click the lock button to ensure I don't accidentally use them for one of the upgrade features. Now, I recognize looking at this screen there's a lot to take in, so I'm going to focus on what I believe someone new to the game should understand first. And I believe the first thing to learn about is an ally's stats. A character's stats will increase as you level them up. In Echoes of Mana, the stats are HP, which stands for health or hit points, MP, which is the mana points or magic points, STR, which means strength or physical strength, CON or Con stands for constitution or physical defense, int, meaning intelligence or magic damage, SPR, which stands for spirit or magic resistance, magic defense, and finally LCK or luck, which is associated with the ally's chance of doing critical damage, but also possibly may be linked to other things which we have not yet learned. Additionally, equipping a memory gem and gear to a character will provide additional stats and some buffs, but I'll discuss this in a different video. The main takeaway should be that stats influence how well an ally performs in battle and the power of their skills. On the topic of skills, when you switch to view the skills of an ally, it will show you the character's special technique, their 2 skills, and then any support skills that they have if you've unlocked them by unleashing that character. Skills also have levels, but like support skills, skill levels can only be increased by unleashing that character. Now, as mentioned, a character's stats can influence the power of their skills. When it comes to the skills that an ally can have, these can vary from attack skills, skills that will buff your character, skills that debuff an enemy, or skills that heal or cleanse characters. I'll have another video going into more depth around stats and skills. The second tab in an ally's profile is the Level Up tab. The main method for an ally to level up is by gaining experience or EXP from battles. As long as they're in the party and you have successfully completed the battle, all allies in the party will gain XP whether or not they actively participated in said battle. Additionally, you can come to this screen to use experience tomes to increase an ally's level. Experience tomes dropped from different battles can be obtained from the daily training quest Ally Upgrade and are sometimes received from mission rewards or purchasable in the shop. The Experience Tome S gives 10 XP. The Experience Tome M gives 50 XP. And the Experience Tome L gives 100 XP. Now, the higher the level a character is, the more XP it requires to increase to that next level. But for now, I'd recommend you hold off on using XP tomes on your main allies, as there will be some helpful information in the next video around the best use of these tomes. As mentioned earlier, leveling up allows an ally to increase their stats but also grants access to their mana board, and later to ascend and then awaken that ally. Speaking of the mana board, the third tab in an ally's profile is their mana board. This starts to unlock when a character gets to level 10. It can be used to increase individual stats and is gated by level, meaning the higher the level an ally is, the more of the mana board you can unlock. To do so, you use elemental copper, silver, or gold. These are based off of that ally's elemental affinity, meaning you can only use the elemental copper that matches that ally to unlock their mana board. These items usually drop from battles and can be received as mission rewards, are sometimes purchasable in the shop, or can be obtained by playing that respective element's Altar Vigil training stage. For example, if you have an ally who is of the wind element, you need to play the Zephyr Altar Vigil training mission to farm for Sylphid Copper, Sylphid Silver, or Sylphid Gold to use in their mana board. Important note, for wood allies you will need to go to the shop and exchange Lumina Copper for Dryad Copper. And for moon allies, you will need to go to the shop and exchange Shade Copper to get Luna Copper. It's not quite clear why the developers did this instead of giving those elements their own training quests, but luckily these are both one-to-one exchanges. Because ranks on the mana board are level gated, the only way to access some of the later ranks will be to fully power up your ally, such as ascending them. In the next video, I'll talk more about how to ascend, unleash, and awaken your allies, as well as some other systems that influence overall ally power. Hopefully you found this information helpful. I know this is a very high-level explanation. Were there any helpful tips you discovered about your allies? Do you have any questions about what we reviewed here? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, have a great day.